Hello everyone, my name is Yuka and in this video I will show you a macro build order in PvT. You will see it's a Phoenix Colossus. It's probably not the easiest build order, but it's really strong, and you will see that if you have a good map control with this build order, you can counter almost everything. Let's go! We are on World of Sleepers. I'm the red Protoss at the top right corner, and there is a blue Terran at the bottom left corner. We'll go in my vision and I will explain you the build order. Okay. We will begin with a wall at this position. It's really important against Terran to do a wall against Reaper. So you put your pylon here, your gateway here, and your cybernetic core here. And I will scout after the pylon. You can scout after the gateway if you want, but to be honest, at the moment I prefer this kind of scout just because there is so many proxy like proxy marauder or things like this, and I want to know it as soon as possible. Okay, gateway at 16, gas at 17. This is a standard gateway expand. Okay, just a standard gateway expand. Okay, I scout. I see the barrack. I see the gas. This is racks, then gas. Racks gas. Block is second gas. Okay, I can't try to steal it, but to be honest, I will not try it. At 20, I will add my Nexus. So as you can see, I hide my probe because I saw his SCV, but it will be able to block my my expand at this timing. So now, if he blocks your expand, just start a zealot. And of course, start your cybernetic core. It's a bit annoying to be honest, but you have yes, you have to do it like this. In this kind of situation, there's probably no proxy because it's close to useless to block your engineering to block your natural with an engineering bay to force a unit. If you do a proxy, it's useless. So there is no proxy at this moment. This is a standard opening from him. So as you can see, he will do his CC, but a little bit later than the standard timing. I have my zealot. I can cancel the engineering bay. I have my second gas. I have my second pylon. So this is a standard game. When you do late Nexus, never forget to do probes. Never stop the probe production. You should never stop it. So here I will do an adept after the zealot because it costs less. It simply costs less. In the standard game I would do stalker instead of zealot adept. But here the adept would be really useful to kill this Reaper if I can. So now I will simply expand. I try to expand. So as you can see, he's really annoying. He's playing really good. He's playing really very good. I try to kill this. I lose my probe. So this is this is not very good for me. Okay, I will start my Nexus, and as you can see, he's doing Marauder as second unit. Okay, I start my Stargate now. So if you do the standard build order without this kind of block, you will simply do Stalker, Stargate, then Cybernetic Core, or Adept, Stargate, then not Cybernetic Core, sorry, warpgate. I'm a little bit tired, sorry for this. Okay, Stargate now. So as you can see, I send my adept because I want to know what happened. Simply, if I see, for example, a lion or a mine, it's really good. So here I simply try to scout. I don't want to lose my my adept. So here he has one marauder. So I kill this SCV and I go back. As you can see, I will go at this position. Okay, simply. So now, my first unit will be a Phoenix. I will directly go to Phoenix. In some kind of situation, you can start with an Oracle first, but most of the time, the Oracle will not be very useful, and I really prefer doing a Phoenix. Especially when I'm a bit behind, I think that Phoenix are way better. As you can see, Phoenix will be very useful in this game, simply because he has no engineering bay, no marines, and is simply doing marauder. So in this game, doing an oracle will be perfect, but I can't really know it, except if I assume that with seeing one marauder, it's a build without marines. But to be honest, at this timing, it can be one mine, one cyclone can be in the game. So I think that doing phoenixes directly is way better. After my first phoenix, I start the robotic, and now I will simply play the macro game. So I never stop my worker production, and I just do some phoenix. As you can see, I keep my phoenix at this position in case of pressure. To be honest, if he's trying to pressure me with marauder, for example, at this timing, I can do some damage, and I will only go as soon as I have 3 phoenix. Don't forget that timing for drop are usually around this timing, exactly this timing, 4 minutes 50. It's the first timing for drop. So here I try to scout him. So here there is 2 marines. I simply kill them. If I can. And I will try to kill as many SCV as possible. And I try to scout a little bit. I see 2 racks, the starport and the factory. The factory doesn't produce any units, so there is probably no mine at the moment. And with this kind of opening, it's probably a double medivac drop with 16 marines. It's probably this kind of build order. So here I will just try to harass him as much as possible. He has his 2 medivac, and I want to deny this drop. So here I try to kill as many marines as possible, and I just keep my phoenix at this position because he will not be able to go outside of his base. And now I go to Colossus, of course, it's really important. Yes, you can add some shield battery if you feel unsafe. The most important here is to keep your phoenix at this position to deny this drop. If you can deny this drop, it's perfect for you. It's simply perfect. It's the reason why this build order is really strong. It will block the opponent in his base, and if he's trying to go outside of his base, he will simply go in his mineral line and kill as many SCV as possible. It's really good. So as you can see, he wants to drop me, but he can't. He simply can't. And now my first Colossus is coming. So as soon as I have my first Colossus, it will be very perfect. I add Marcel base. As you can see, it's a little bit late. It's around the 6-minute mark. In the standard game, it's around 5 minutes 30. But here the start was a bit cheaty for me. So I think that it's way better like this. As you can see, I almost never stop the Phoenix production, and I try to find his army. I try to do some damage. So here I will kill this SCV, and as you can see, he's not in his base. So usually if he's not in his base, he's trying to attack me. So here I try to find his army again. So he has his third base. I try to kill some units, of course, and he's not going back. So if he's not going back, probably he's here or here. He's not here. He's totally not here. So as you can see, he's trying to drop me. So this is the perfect timing for me to come back home. I add some stalker at this position because the drop is very yes, the drop will come. I saw 3 medivac, almost only marines, probably a drop. It's probably a drop. I have my first Colossus now, and he's trying to drop me. So now what I will do is simply come back. Phoenix will try to kill the medivac, and you will see that the Colossus will be simply perfect. The Colossus will be simply perfect. He can't really kill my Colossus and my Phoenix, because my Phoenix are on the back, my Colossus is on the front. If he goes directly to my Colossus, he will lose his medivac. If he goes to my Phoenix, he will lose his army, because he will do no damage. So here he's trying to kill my Phoenix, as you can see, and he can't. He simply can't. So now the most important things to do is to kill the medivac. Kill the medivac. As soon as you kill them, you can kill units that attack the air, and if you can, kill the marauder now. As you can see, I'm in a perfect spot. For most players, now the game is simply finished. But not for me, because I'm not perfect in PvT. PvT is probably my one of my worst matchup after PvP. My best matchup is PvZ probably. So as you can see, he's starting to rage a little bit. Now you can play, if you want, with double Colossus production like me, and only Phoenix production. But as you can see, I add the charge to be totally safe. But you can totally play with only Phoenix Colossus if you want some fun. If you want to secure the game, simply add the charge. Don't forget your upgrade. As you can see, I'm on 3 forge. It's a mistake. I should be on 2 forge, like attack and defense. Simply attack and defense. Here I try to kill some medivac. If you lose some Phoenix, it's not a big problem. It's not a big problem if you can kill medivacs. If you can kill medivacs, it's simply perfect. Okay. So in this game, I switch to Immortal. It's really strange. Most of the time, I stay on Colossus, which is very strong. And you will see that as soon as I have my upgrades, I will simply attack him. So in terms of units, I have 3 Colossus at the moment, 3 Colossus, 8 Phoenix. 8 Phoenix. So here I stop my harass. I can keep doing my harass, but to be honest, there is not so many things to kill here. He's starting to do many turrets, so I can't really go in his base to harass him. It's way better to keep my Phoenix to block medivacs. Way better to do it like this. So here I start doing another defense. I have 2 shield battery, 1 cannons, and more gateways. So here, as soon as I have my +1/+1, I will attack him. Never forget that in StarCraft 2, you should always attack when you have an advantage or when the opponent has a disadvantage. So for example, it can be when you have your +1/+1. It will be very perfect for you. Okay. So you see, Colossus, 2 more Colossus. I will have, I think, 5 Colossus when I will attack him. Maybe this Colossus will not be there. So here, I try to take this base, and I will simply attack him. I destroy the rock because I want to go by this way easily. If I lose the fight, I will probably not lose the fight, to be honest. It will be just perfect. Okay, I start my +2/+2 in case of defense from my opponent, but I will simply go now. So go at this position. You know that there is the salt base here because he has sensor tower at this position. So there is his army. Kill this. Go back, warp more units, and simply attack again. When you have your units like this. You see, I'm almost at my full supply. Just attack like this. You see, my attack isn't perfect. So Phoenix will go directly to Vikings. Rest of the army will attack the ground. And as soon as you killed all the Vikings, you will try to focus other important units, which can be Medivac, which can be Marauders. with your phoenixes, and you will see that you will simply win the game because the build order is just so strong. With this build order, you will have a strong early and mid game, and if you have a strong early and mid game, you will have a perfect late game. Don't forget that if the Terran can't really attack you in the early and mid game, it's the best position for you if you are a Protoss player. At the end of this video, I hope you like it. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section below. You can of course subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. Thank you for watching. Bye!